What is Mabon? The Sabbat Mabon is a modern pagan holiday that celebrates the autumnal equinox. It is named after the Welsh god Mabon ap Modron, who is associated with the harvest and the cyclical nature of life. Mabon is one of the 8 Sabbats celebrated in the Wheel of the Year, which is a cyclical calendar that marks the changing of the seasons. It falls on or around September 21st each year, when the day and night are of equal length. The history of Mabon as a pagan holiday is relatively recent, dating back to the early 1970s. It was created by Aidan Kelly, a member of the new Reformed Orthodox Order of the Golden Dawn. Kelly drew inspiration from Celtic and Welsh mythology to create a new Sabbat that focused on the harvest and the balance of light and dark. In Celtic and Welsh mythology, Mabon is a divine child who is stolen from his mother Modron shortly after his birth. He is later rescued by the hero Culhwch, and his return is celebrated as a time of reunion and abundance. Mabon is associated with the harvest, the image of the divine child, and the cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth. During the Mabon Sabbat, pagans typically gather to give thanks for the abundance of the harvest season and to honor the balance of light and dark. It is a time to reflect on the changing of the seasons and the natural cycles of life. Traditions and rituals during Mabon may include creating an altar or sacred space with symbols of the season, such as leaves, acorns, corn, and pumpkins. Harvesting and cooking with fruits and vegetables from the garden. Offering prayers or blessings to the earth and the harvest. Holding a feast or potluck to share food and celebrate abundance. Participating in outdoor activities, such as apple picking or hiking, to connect with the changing landscape. Making crafts or decorations that represent the harvest season, such as cornhusk dolls or fall wreaths. Lighting candles or bonfires to symbolize the balance of light and dark. Performing rituals or spells for gratitude, balance, and releasing negativity. Mabon is a time to honor the natural cycles of the earth and to give thanks for the abundance of the harvest. It is a time to reflect on the gifts of the season and to prepare for the coming winter months. In addition to its modern-day celebrations, Mabon also has historical roots in ancient pagan traditions. The autumnal equinox has long been a time of celebration and reverence in various cultures. The celebration of the autumnal equinox can be traced back to ancient civilizations such as the Egyptians and Greeks, who held festivals to honor the changing seasons and the harvest. These festivals often included offerings to gods and goddesses associated with fertility and abundance. In Norse mythology, the autumnal equinox was celebrated as the harvest festival, called Harvest Home or Höstblot. It was a time to give thanks for the successful harvest and to prepare for the coming winter months. In ancient Celtic traditions, the autumnal equinox was celebrated as Mabon or Mea Nephomer. This was a time to honor the god of the harvest, Mabon ap Modron, and to reflect on the cyclical nature of life and death. With the rise of modern pagan and Wiccan practices, Mabon has gained popularity as a Sabbat to mark the autumnal equinox. It is seen as a time of balance, reflection, and gratitude for the abundance of the harvest season. Celebrations and rituals during Mabon vary depending on individual beliefs and traditions, but they often involve honoring the earth, giving thanks for blessings, and preparing for the upcoming winter months. Mabon is a time for pagans to reconnect with nature and the cycles of life, and to celebrate the bountiful harvest that sustains them. Overall, the Sabbat Mabon is a modern pagan holiday that celebrates the autumnal equinox and the changing of the seasons. It is named after the Welsh god Mabon ap Modron and is celebrated as a time of harvest, balance, and gratitude. While its historical roots are not as ancient as some other pagan traditions, Mabon draws inspiration from various ancient cultures that also celebrated the autumnal equinox. Today, pagans and Wiccans continue to celebrate Mabon as a time to honor the earth, give thanks, and prepare for the upcoming winter season.